I am Miyamoto Musashi, and my life has been a relentless quest for mastery in the way of the sword. From the moment I took my first steps onto the path of the warrior, I knew that my journey would be marked by the clash of steel, the pursuit of perfection, and the forging of my spirit. Born in 1584, I was destined for a life of combat. My earliest memories are of training with wooden swords, honing my skills under the watchful eye of my father, Musashi. He was a skilled swordsman himself, and from him I inherited a fierce determination to become the greatest warrior Japan had ever known. My journey truly began when I embarked on a pilgrimage at the age of 13. Armed with only my wooden sword, I traveled the land, challenging and defeating renowned swordsmen, learning from each encounter. I embraced the concept of Kenzen Ichinyo, the unity of swordsmanship and Zen philosophy. For a warrior, this meant that every aspect of life was a form of training, every moment an opportunity to perfect my art. My travels took me to remote mountain villages, bustling cities, and even the battlegrounds of war. I faced warriors of all backgrounds, and with each duel I grew stronger. But it wasn't until a fateful encounter with a Buddhist priest named Takuan that my understanding of the way of the sword deepened. Takuan taught me that true mastery wasn't just about technique. It was about understanding oneself, mastering one's fears, and achieving a state of no mind where the sword became an extension of my being. With his guidance, I learned to find calmness in the midst of chaos and to strike with precision and clarity. My reputation as a swordsman continued to grow, and I became known as Kensai, the Sword Saint. But I was never content with my achievements. I knew that true mastery was a lifelong pursuit, an endless journey of self-improvement. In my later years, I turned my attention to writing, sharing my insights in the Book of Five Rings. It was my attempt to encapsulate a lifetime of learning, a guide for future generations of warriors seeking the path of the sword. As I reflect on my life, I realize that the way of the sword is not just about conflict. It's about discipline, self-discovery, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. I may have achieved greatness in the eyes of many, but I remain a humble student, forever seeking to perfect my art, my spirit, and my understanding of the world. In the end, my journey is not about the battles I've won or the titles I've earned. It's about the unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of myself. The way of the sword is a path I will walk until my last breath, a journey without end, a quest for perfection that defines my very existence.